Imagine cutting your hiring time in half. Did you know businesses waste on average 23.8 days just to complete a single interview process? That's nearly a month lost to endless scheduling, interviews and indecision. What if you could transform this tedious process into a streamlined, efficient system? Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the future of hiring. We'll show you how to create a virtual interview assistant that revolutionizes how you find the perfect candidate. This assistant doesn't just ask questions, it conducts interviews 24/7 and evaluates candidates against the exact standards you set. But here's where it gets exciting. Our virtual assistant is a bit special as we allow it to summarize key points and send them for verification, reducing the risk of missing out on top talent due to inaccuracies. Stick around, and by the end of the video, you'll know how to create an assistant that turns the interview process from a tedious task into a breeze. Are you ready to revolutionize your interview process? Let's dive into how you can make it happen. We're harnessing the power of an incredible platform called Bland AI, which takes voice AI to the next level. Unlike traditional platforms that rely on complex Python code, Bland AI uses a simple JSON format, making it easy to set up and customize. So you may ask, what makes Bland AI stand out in such a crowded AI space? Well, it's all about two game-changing features: dynamic data and the post-call option. So, dynamic data, right? Imagine your AI accessing and using real-time data during a call. You can upload a document with interview questions, for example, and specific instructions tailored to them, ensuring that your virtual assistant is always current and adaptable. This means your AI can respond intelligently and seamlessly, making your interview process more efficient than ever. Next is the post-call option. After each call, Bland AI doesn't just stop there. It saves all crucial data such as the transcript, caller ID, everything. Here's where the real magic happens. We integrate ChatGPT to analyze the candidate's responses, score them each out of 5, and send both the summary of the responses and the score to an external reviewer for verification. This ensures accuracy and objectivity in every evaluation. To make all this magic come to life, we are leveraging the make.com for our backend operations. It handles everything from document transfers to the post-call option, ensuring a smooth and seamless workflow. Ready to see Bland AI transform the way you conduct interviews? Let's jump in and watch it in action. Welcome to Bland AI, where we're redefining the interview process with cutting-edge technology. Whether you're using your inbound number or using your bring your own Twilio, we've got you covered. Let's explore how our prompting feature takes your interviews to the next level. Imagine this: you're an analyst company kicking off an interview with a warm welcome. Hello and welcome to the interview process for Barncoin analysts. Our AI sets the stage by outlining the interview process steps. While I'll provide a brief summary here, you can find the full prompt in the video description. So in terms of our main prompt box, let's take a look. Our AI system begins by clearly explaining the rules and by confirming the candidate's understanding with a friendly "Do you have any questions?" before we begin. We ask the candidate to state their name at the outset, allowing our AI to easily collect this in the post-call data, as opposed to just picking it out of a long transcript. We've programmed our AI to be much more than just a question machine. With a friendly personality and words of encouragement, it creates a comfortable environment for candidates, making the interview process as pleasant as possible. Built-in safeguards ensure the integrity of success, with all candidates receiving identical questions for our example. But for your business, you can easily just upload like a list of questions and prompt the AI to choose some at random. Let's talk setup parameters. We've enabled call recording for training purposes, but here are the two big ones. We've set the AI's temperature to 0.8 to foster a conversational tone, which has been proven to yield better results. So the temperature talks about how the AI can deviate from the script. It's quite how humid you want it to be. I like 0.8 because it's a call, innit? The interrupt threshold is set high. This allows candidates ample time to think and respond thoroughly. Automation is key here, and we've got it nailed. Our first automation sends information like interview questions and changes in real time to our AI assistant. Our next and more important AI automation summarizes the answers, scores them against a criterion set by you, and sends both to the hiring manager in the form of an email. Stay tuned as we showcase these features in action during a live mock interview demonstrating the efficiency and effectiveness of our Bland AI system. The process kicks off with a request from Bland via a webhook. This is a starting point that initiates the entire interview flow. Once triggered, the system fetches a CSV from Google Drive containing the interview questions I've set. We select the necessary columns and give them the variable name questions and send them back to Bland. In the prompt box, we put the variable name in curly brackets, telling our AI what to do with this information. Now for the post call, let's break it down step by step. This one at first glance looks a little bit overwhelming. After the interview call, we consolidate all data into one comprehensive group, taking out the transcript and simply calling it just transcript. We use the ChatGPT API to pass out the candidate's name and the response to the 5 questions from the transcript. Then we use another GPT API module to summarize these responses, and then we assign a name to each of the summaries we create so we can use it later in the email. Once all 5 questions are summarized, we feed these summaries into a final GPT module. This module scores each response out of 5 based on the criterion we've set. Now, we have 5 summaries, each with a score. The final step is to send this in an email to the recruitment manager, including the candidate's name, the summarized responses, and their score. The recruitment manager can then review everything and decide whether to move forward with the candidate. Alright, that's enough with the information overload. It's time for a preview. I'll perform 2 quick interviews, one generic one and another deliberately flawed to show you how well the system works.
Hello and welcome to the interview process for Barncoin analysts. I'll be asking you 5 questions today, and I'll need you to let me know when you're done with each response. Can you please clearly state your name?
My name is Toby Johnson.
All right, thank you, Toby. I've got that saved as your name. Now, time for the questions. Here's the first one. Can you describe a challenging project you worked on and how you managed it from start to finish? Please let me know when you're done with your response.
Well, I worked on a project where we had to integrate a new system with our existing infrastructure within a tight deadline. The challenge was ensuring the capability and minimizing downtime. I led a team, coordinated with different departments, and successfully delivered the project on time.
All right, time for the next question. How do you prioritize your tasks when you have multiple deadlines to meet? Please let me know when you're done with your response.
I prioritize tasks by assessing their urgency and impact. I use a task management tool to list and categorize them, focusing first on high priority items. I also allocate specific time blocks for each task and regularly review and adjust priorities as needed.
All right, Toby, I've got that saved as your response to the second question. All right, time for the next question. Describe a time when you had to work as part of a team to achieve a goal. What was your role and how did you contribute to the team's success? Please let me know when you're done with your response.
So during a product launch, our team collaborated to ensure all aspects from marketing to technical support were ready. My role involved coordinating between departments, addressing issues promptly and ensuring effective communication, which resulted in a successful launch. I'm done my answer.
All right, time for the next question. Tell me about a time when you had to learn a new skill quickly to complete a task or project. How did you approach the learning process? Please let me know when you're done with your response.
I had to learn a new programming language for a project, right? So I started taking an online course, practicing code daily, and implemented small projects to reinforce my learning. I also participated in coding forums to gain insight and tips from experienced developers.
All right, Toby, I've got that saved as your response to the 4th question. Time for the next question. What hobbies do you do that could be beneficial to working here? Please let me know when you're done with your response.
I really do enjoy solving puzzles and playing strategy games, right? Which enhance my problem solving and analytical skills. I also participate in team sports, which has helped me develop teamwork and leadership skills, both of which are beneficial in a collaborative work environment.
All right, Toby, I've got that saved as your response to the 5th and final question. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions, Toby. We'll be in touch shortly to let you know if you've made it to the next stage.
Alright, that went really well. Let's check out the post-call option. As you can see, the recruitment manager receives a quick summary with all the important parts, allowing them to double check the assistant judgment and ensure we don't deny a good candidate by accident. Let's just check out what a bad interview would yield.
Hello and welcome to the interview process for Barncoin analysts. I'll be asking you 5 questions today, and I'll need you to let me know when you're done with each response. Can you clearly state your name?
My name is John Cena.
All right, thank you, John. I've got that saved as your name. Time for the questions. Here's the first one. Can you describe a challenging project you worked on and how you managed it from start to finish? Remember to let me know when you're done with your response.
So I had to work on a table once, so I had to go chop down some trees, I had to go cut them up, varnish it, and put it together, which was quite difficult. Done my response.
All right, time for the next question. How do you prioritize your tasks when you have multiple deadlines to meet?
I don't.
I apologize for the confusion, John. Let me rephrase the question. When you have multiple tasks with different deadlines, how do you decide which one to focus on first and manage your time effectively?
I don't prioritize my tasks. I just do it as it comes onto my table.
All right, John, I've got that saved as your response to the second question. All right, time for the next question. Describe a time when you had to work as part of a team to achieve a goal. What was your role and how did you contribute to the team's success?
So back in my day, I was a miner in a cave, and we like to mine a lot of stone. Use that stone to create a path to the club. That's right.
All right, John, I've got that saved as your response to the third question. All right, time for the next question. Tell me about a time when you had to learn a new skill quickly to complete a task or project. How did you approach the learning process?
I was stuck in a prison cell once and I had to learn French to bribe the guard to let me go to the shower.
All right, John, are you finished with your response? If so, I'll move on to the next question. If not, please go ahead and continue.
I'm finished with my response.
All right, John, I've got that saved as your response to the fourth question. All right, time for the final question. What hobbies do you do that could be beneficial to working here?
In my spare time, I like to create microphones so I can become proficient in creating microphones because I enjoy making microphones.
All right, John, I've got that saved as your response to the fifth and final question. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions today. We'll be in touch shortly to let you know if you've made it to the next stage.
Thank you.
You're welcome, John. It was nice speaking with you. Goodbye.
Alright, so we purposely tanked the interview. So we're expecting a fail and yeah, this is correct. Even completely ruining the question giving me a 0. Our AI works great and will work without fail for however long we decide. I hope that you enjoyed it and it helped streamline your business. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe, alright?